All right, everything is gambling now.
There's a few things in life where the other side you're working with is almost guaranteed to win every time. The government with taxes where they will track you until your death to get their payment. Not even joking, there's a whole page on the IRS website on how to file taxes for someone dead. Imagine grieving a loss in your life, being depressed because a loved one died and the IRS comes knocking on your door like, oh, we're so sorry for your loss. But you do own about 10,000 extra in penalty fees for not filing with us. Have a good day.
Dude, that's crazy. I do have a story. So one time I was told by my mom, it was like a story a long time ago, but she said that she knew someone, a mother that was grieving for her son, and apparently the son, owed money to this lender. And you know what the lender did? He pulled up to the funeral, waited until the service was done, went up to the grieving mother, she was literally crying, and said, "Are you gonna pay your son's debt?"
What?
Yo, I kid you not. Who goes to a funeral, waits to the end, sees a grieving mother, and says, "Oh, are you gonna pay your son's debt?" I believe that the parents, the mother, didn't even know his son owed money, but that is just a wild thing to do, at a funeral.
Machines where they're literally programmed to only work when they make their money back. It broke my heart finding out that these key machines only worked for the
Dude, these key machines are a waste of time. Like, I played these like about 3 times. I did on the 3rd try. I got it right in the middle. I see it going through, the little hole, and I was like, I'm about to get this prize, bro. I'm gonna win this. Out of nowhere, it stops right in the middle, and it goes, whoop, it goes back. And I was like, you know what? Never playing this again. Same thing with the big claw machines. You know what I'm talking about, chat, right? It was like the stuffed animals and like the bouncy balls. Those just slip right off of the grip, It's not even worth playing those games. I tried completely to avoid those when I see them at the arcade, but yeah.
100 person that did it, whoever made it. And of course gambling, where the quote of the house always wins comes from. I feel like growing up, gambling to me was shown and presented as some dirty, vile thing people do they don't want to admit. Like the media would present it as some disheveled dude with a scraggly beard spinning slots in Las Vegas and with 5 empty beers next to him. And with some woman holding her hands over her kid's ear saying, "Children, don't be like that disgusting piece of shit in life." But nowadays, gambling has turned into not only a normal day-to-day thing for people, the gambling websites and companies are
Wait, damn. Yo, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of friends who bet money on, sports, basically. It's normalized now. Like, a lot of people do it. Some of our friends, I might have to talk to them because I think they might have an addiction. But some other of my friends, they just do it for fun. Like, I wouldn't advocate, to each their own. They could gamble if you want, whatever. I don't care. Just be smart about it. There's a lot of good apps that provide good deals and stuff like that, but just be smart about it. You lose, don't keep on gambling. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass off the app. But, to each their own.
Actually showing their commercials in big family-friendly events like the Super Bowl, World Cup, and music awards. You drive by a billboard and see an advertisement of it, and 2 of the biggest companies to blow up recently from it and shove it in everyone's face is Kalshi and Polymarket. I deadass don't think they're—
Dude, I see so many Kalshi ads on TikTok, and it's annoying. Like, it's like every 9 scrolls I see a Kalshi ad. I forgot what gambling company does this, but they put their logo like half of the screen, and then the other half is like a video playing. It's so annoying. It's the same thing. It's repetitive. I've even hit not interested, and I keep seeing them.
There's a single social media app I haven't seen one of these companies post ads on. These apps are so big, Kalshi has a partnership with CNN now. How the f did a gambling company get a sponsor with the news? It's got to be a recession indicator.
See, I don't know. A news outlet promoting gambling?
And for 2 companies like this to have as fast of a come up as they did, you can guarantee there was some shady shit going on. But before that, let me say a little disclaimer. I'm not saying you can't use these apps to do whatever gambling you want to. Hell, I've used them before. I do think you shouldn't push it and gamble on every little thing they have.
I think the most I've done, I've never gambled on or betted on any sports event, but I have downloaded a fake app. I forgot what it was, but they gave me fake money and I gambled a lot of it. I like Planko a lot. That was a fun game to play, just seeing your money increase and multiply. But then I realized I got addicted to it, so I was like, you know what? I don't want it to turn into a real addiction, so I just deleted the app. But yeah.
I don't think I have to explain why gambling addiction is bad, but if you healthily want to use them, go ahead. I don't really care. The way both companies work and have made a come up is completely on a legal loophole in America. Technically, the companies could go extinct by tomorrow if the loophole was closed down. As you know, in America, every state doesn't allow gambling, but Kalshi and Polymarket put all of their bets under contracts. Meaning legally, it technically isn't gambling, but in reality,
everyone knows it's
and they try to present it different, saying, no, we're not like those dirty, disgusting sports gambling websites and slot machine ones.
Another thing I was going to say, there's a lot of NBA players who got caught gambling, you know, betting on themselves or betting their team to lose or whatever, points higher or lower. I forgot what NBA player, but I'll find him. I'll put him on the screen right there. But yeah, he got in legal trouble because of gambling, you know? And another thing I wanted to talk about, do you guys realize how Drake is betting on every single thing and losing money? Like, he betted for Argentina, they lost. He betted for Conor McGregor in the MMA fight the other night, and he lost. There's a lot of things Drake has betted on. I've been saying it, like, me and my friends have been saying, like, Drake has a curse. So, if you ever see Drake bet on your favorite team, just know you are sadly losing, okay? Hey, I wish it could go a different way, but it can't.
Better. We're more of an investment and trading app mixed with some random stuff. Yeah, I'm sure a serious investment company is having things up like how many Twitch subscribers will Kai Cenat reach this year, or who's gonna be the Love Island winner of season 13. Like, maybe this is a controversial opinion, but not everything needs to be a bet. That's the main problem I see with these apps, because it incentivizes.
And it was like, oh, I've been seeing these ads. It'd be like, oh, it's as simple as betting on the weather. And it'll be like, oh, bet $100 if you think it's going to rain today. I'm like, bro, what's like everything we do now is just a gamble. Everything we do is you could bet on. Like, it's insane.
You to gamble on literally anything going on in life. We barely have anything left in humanity that's not taken over by social media eventually. This also incentivizes people who are gambling addicts to just speed run debt even more. Like, I guarantee there's some dude out there with 15 bets placed on random shit, from sports to finance to how many Twitch subs will Kai Cenat have.
Dude, these millionaires are betting, bro. Like, and they're making more money. Cause like for example, I just gave the example of Drake. He would have like betted $1.5 million, right? Lost it. He makes it back in a week or less than a week. I don't know how much he makes, but these millionaires are not go crazy about losing millions. You know, they already have a lot more, and billionaires as well. So they just keep on profiting on the most dumbest bets, and they win. Yeah.
These apps mainly blew up around election time in 2024, and since then it's a go-to for political gambling. You couldn't have convinced me back in 2020 that an app would be made to bet on political policies and people would drop their life savings on it. They made this thinking just the average person would be betting on it only, and for some reason never thought of the politician who has all of the insider information to make 10x their salary in one trade. You can't count the amount of politicians who got caught trading on this because they had insider knowledge. It's also pretty dystopian when you think of it, because you can bet on political things like war issues. Just imagine someone sitting there while people are dying in a war going,
come on, Trump. Please don't stop the war with Iran. I put 10,000 that you would keep it going until next year. If more people gotta die, this is what it is. Daddy needs a new car.
I can only assume it's a matter of time before someone opens a Kalshi/Polymarket type app, but for purely the most insane. Probably one that bets on how many bombs the US military will drop this year, or one that bets on when a famous old celebrity is gonna die. There's also controversy with the company simply because the ads they make. Like this one dude who was scrolling on his TikTok For You page casually and randomly saw a Kalshi ad that ripped his content word for word and bar for bar.
This is who can win the Cup. This is who's gonna win the World Cup. This is who think they can win the World Cup, but they're not gonna win the Cup. This is who we want to win the World Cup.
Yo, these are the Kalshi ads I see every single day during the World Cup, and I hate it. No one cares who you think is gonna win, and they're just seeing content like off of this guy. Like, it's crazy.
But they're not gonna win the World Cup. They're not gonna win the Cup. These are some serious dark horses for the Cup. They can't win the Cup, but they can definitely make it to the quarterfinals or maybe even.
Dude, same word for word, bro.
semifinals. This is who's at the World Cup here just to Oraform. This is who's at the World Cup. This is who is here just for the vibes. And this, if you're good at making predictions like this, you need to be on call.
Why is a company worth $22 billion copying my content word for word?
A lot of people are saying he should sue, but one man versus a $22 billion organization?
Yeah, there's no chance. Well, he can, but like, they're probably just gonna rule it out as like not enough evidence, you know? And they're probably gonna extend that case for so long that until one of the, you know, the oppositions or he's gonna probably drop out because it's gonna take so long, bro.
The lawyer fees for a week would put him in a lifetime of debt he'd never recover from. And they know that, so they could casually keep ripping someone's content and making profit off it with nothing they could do. Like, y'all be having A-list celebrities in your commercials. Do you really need this little TikTok ad and to steal it and promote it? At this point, though, it seems like they're running out of things to put. Possibly one of the dumbest things is they now announced that they're releasing contracts on how many flights get canceled at an airport. Yeah, if you're betting on this, you deserve to lose your money. People are also saying Kalshi is trying to tap into women for gambling now. If you didn't already know, women gamble way less on average than men typically do. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this by now. Dudes will wager on anything. They could see $2 casually on the sidewalk and their friends will start betting and seeing which one will win. So Kalshi decided to add Love Island bets and start advertising all over TikTok.
All right, you know what I would bet on though? You know where you guys were little? I don't know if you guys still do this, but you would be in the back seat of your mom's car or parents' car, and you would see it's raining outside, you know. You would look out your window and you see 2 raindrops, right? And you would see which one would win the race. You know what I'm saying? I would bet on that. That's something cool to bet on. It'd be like, oh, which raindrop is going to win by going down the fastest? I can't be the only one that knows about that, bro. I can't be the only one. I know all my friends be doing that, but comment down below if you did that as a kid.
Sad thing is, in the long run, it'll probably work. I mean, if you are that much of a bird brain that you would bet on Love Island, you do deserve to lose money. But some of y'all don't.
Dude, if you watch Love Island, the Big 26, bro, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Understand the pull this show has on some women. They set up whole ass theater watch parties for this show. Women will abandon their kids for the hour to hear if their favorite couple made it through. Looking at it so far, some of these bets do have a bit of emotion, I must say. I couldn't imagine being obsessed with this show or your favorite person losing, then opening Kalshi to see you lost half your bank account in one bet. Another platform that has their own gambling problem going on is Roblox. At this point, what problem does Roblox not
Betting on Roblox?
have? You'll be lucky to find a new creative Roblox game in 2026 that doesn't have some type of slot machine mechanic. Not every game needs a way for you to get a new item by spinning a wheel for it. And honestly, this might be worse than Kalshi and Polymarket, because you know the main demographic playing these games is kids. You're preparing these kids to have a 2-second attention span.
Dude, like, just these little kids spinning wheels, and then next few years when they're older, I mean, they're at that casino and just spending thousands of dollars now.
And when they grow up by playing these games. When you're a kid, you don't understand the concept of gambling, which makes it even more exploitative. And all these games are super overstimulating to make them even more addicted.
Well, these creators are making these games so overstimulating to the point where, like, kids, like, all they do is play these games all day. It's just all the games you find on Roblox now is overstimulating. And it's grabbing little kids' attentions, you know? And the thumbnails are crazy, too.
A new case pops up of Roblox getting sued by a country, government, or state over something, don't ever feel bad for them, because this is the type of shit they allow to go on. I feel like the executives just sit in a boardroom, look at an issue going on, and calculate the cost of what they would make compared to how much a lawsuit would cost. There have been multiple studies that have proven kids cannot tell if it's actually gambling or not. Emphasis especially on those anime games on Roblox. These games will have the craziest gambling systems on Earth only Vegas could compete with. Like, at least in Vegas, they'll give you a drink sometimes for free if you gamble. Not to mention, the amount of pay-to-win things you have to buy to be able to compete is crazy. I don't think you could enjoy these games without buying at least one Game Pass. I remember when
Bro, and it's like, you can enjoy these games because it's like you have to spend so long grinding on these games just to get to a certain point. But then a kid who buys a freaking pass, he's overpowered. It's like that one game, was like the weightlifting simulator. I would like lift weights for hours, bro. Hours, days, like weeks. And then some scrawny little like character who bought the freaking, I don't know, the strength pass. He's like scrawny. He just one-shotted me. I was like, what? And that got me so mad when I was playing that game when I was younger. But it's crazy, bro. Like, now a lot of these games are just promoting like expensive passes, and obviously it's gonna give you the craziest buff. But this is how they catch little children's like attention, because you know, these children are buying their mom for like $5 or 10, and they're buying the passes on Roblox, you know.
I played a Roblox anime game for the first time, and the game is 10 times less enjoyable without buying things. They will make the most basic functions somehow have a paywall behind it. The only other option in these games to get on the level with the who have game passes would be cheating. And as if it couldn't get any worse on Roblox, people made straight up gambling sites to use your Robux on. Meaning a kid could buy the Robux with mommy or daddy's credit card, transfer it to a website, and sit there like an 80-year-old in Vegas who has nothing left in life, spending the rest of their money on slot machines. There's a couple of these websites going around. One is named Bloxflip and another is named RBLX Wild. The way it works is you transfer Robux.
I wonder if those two games are still up, you know. I don't know if Roblox has catched on these games, but they should be banned. Like, you're actually gambling real life money. Obviously, you're converting it to Robux, but you're still gambling real life money, because you can turn those Robux back into real money, you know what I'm saying? And having kids using real life currency to bet on these games is crazy, you know?
In-game to another account that's run by these websites, and they then put credit in your account, which you can use to gamble your Robux. I do want to be clear that Roblox itself isn't allowing these websites to legally run through them, but it's not like they do much to stop them. If anything, if they did stop it, they lose out on more money. You know damn well there's some kid out there spending thousands every month on daddy's credit card to try and see if they can get a good hit on the website. Sky News did an investigation and found that 2.8 million people are visiting these websites each month. I can almost guarantee half of these little under the age of 13 too. This also shows how many parents don't give a about their kids nowadays. Because why is your kid under your nose simply able to buy tons of Robux then trick?
I mean, I know a lot of parents who don't allow their kids to play Roblox at all. Maybe because of like the age gap in Roblox, or not the age gap, but the ages allowed on Roblox. Also the risk of getting scammed and kidnapped, whatever. I don't know. That's what parents say, but a lot of kids, there's a decline on kids, I believe, due to parents, you know, not trusting their kid being on Roblox, for many valid reasons. But yeah.
Transfer it to a gambling website. Roblox could easily ban accounts doing this and make some system for it. You know it's a casual thing and people aren't scared to do it when there's content creators who only post them gambling with Robux. A couple of years ago, Roblox actually got a class action lawsuit over allowing these websites to run rampant, with a judge saying they profit from it and allow it to go on. But once again, I think Roblox doesn't really care. They calculate how much lawsuit fees would cost them compared to how much they're making, and they probably just say it is what it is and move on. The last thing I want to talk about is Kick. No matter how much they want to convince people otherwise, Kick will always be that streaming website that's main goal is to funnel people to gambling. And with streaming blowing up more than ever, like nowadays if you're a big streamer, you're damn near a celebrity. I think Steak saw Kick as a longevity opportunity to make money off the streaming hype and get people to gamble. This is what I mean when I say everything is gambling now. Because even the newest media that takes over is now guaranteed to have gambling behind it eventually. Also, a majority of the biggest streamers on there do have their own gambling deals. And even though Kick isn't on mainstream levels of streaming like Twitch, and it will never reach that mainstream level, it's just too controversial, it still has quite a few streamers on there that do have mainstream attention, like Neon or Clavicular. Funny thing is, Twitch ended up reversing their ban on gambling, so at this point, Kick's creation purpose no longer exists. It's just forever known as the website creators go to when they're banned or people go to for gambling deals. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Guys, make sure you guys check out his channel, Tommy NFG. So like, of course, we're already subscribed. But yeah, guys, comment down below what do you think about this video. I mean, everything's becoming a gamble now, so you know, we just have to wait and see what the future has to hold for us, you know. I do not advocate gambling, but if you want to do it, you do it, okay? Just be smart about it and be safe about it. Thank you guys for joining the video. If you did like the video, obviously subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. Let's grow a community. We're almost at 500 subscribers, you know, and I'm happy. Happy to display my craft, you know, what I love to do, you know, talk to people and stuff like that. And I'm just happy to be able to do it here on this platform. So let's keep growing our family. Let's keep growing our platform. And I'll see you guys into the next video, okay? Peace.